In an era where the side-scrolling beat-em-up is an almost forgotten genre, reclaim your glory days with a flavor blast of straight-up nostalgia that isn't afraid to just rip off a video game by another company and change almost nothing about it, because it turns out that's actually what everyone wanted. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, SHREDDER'S Revenge. Experience a game so close to the arcade classic Turtles in Time, it would give an IP lawyer a 5-hour boner. And rediscover a genre that was designed to be played gathered around an arcade machine with other humans. Except this time, you're alone in your room, possibly nude, and covered in Dorito dust, leaving the extremely thin mechanics of the genre to speak for themselves as you mash through wave after wave of the same dude in different colors using mostly one button, while getting constantly destroyed by traps, dudes throwing things from off-screen, and bosses with no hit stun. That made sense when you were at a Chuck E. Cheese with as much time as your parents needed to finish their beers, but that still has enough meat to keep the single brain cell you have left occupied until an actual video game comes out. Basically, it's the gaming equivalent of an appetizer, if that appetizer was also a bottle of Xanax. Scream cowabunga and dive face first into your half-imagined memories as you choose your favorite color, weapon, and vague personality template of turtle, or one of the heretical new additions, an old rat man and a reporter who weighs maybe 90 pounds, but who both somehow kick as much if not more ass than the titular ninjas. Because April has been taking self-defense classes in between hopping around sewers, I guess. Then listen to the perfect amount of story. Literally, one line of dialogue.
Destroy the turtles!
Then jump into a level full of boys to repeatedly kick in the gonads for fun and profit, as well as the heaping help of all the mechanics and enemies from Turtles in Time, from the force-scrolling hoverboard levels, to the manholes you'll somehow fall into like 14 times in a row, or the PCP-laced pizzas you'll find in the trash cans that make you go absolutely apeshit in an undeniable love letter to a genre that arguably should stay dead and buried, but that still does a great job of reminding us of a time when our brains were capable of experiencing joy, at least for the first 2 hours of game that you can guilt trip out of your adult friends. Uncover the additions SHREDDER'S Revenge makes to the classic beat-em-up formula, like the level select map that serves basically no purpose, the leveling system that you have no input in, the super meter that drains most of the difficulty out of regular fights, the combo meter that will keep you focused on making the big number go up, the butt pile of collectibles you'll find under every single piece of garbage, and a handful of new attacks that keep you from actually falling asleep mid-fight, all of which do a lot to keep the game from getting stale, but ultimately is saved by the fact that it's incredibly short and on Game Pass, in a gameplay loop that despite its additions will have you realizing its sole challenge really came from having to beat it with the $4 in quarters that you had. And in this era, how many beers?
It's like, this game has a lot to say about society, man. Whoop! Looking at the wrong turtle again.
So twirl those nunchucks and grab yourself a big cheesy slice of nostalgia with a game that's largely banking on you having played a different game from 30 years ago. So if hearing the Turtles in Time is from that long ago made you feel old, you're the target audience. And also, your flesh is withering away as we speak. Have fun out there. Starring the Samurai Narc. Is there rehab for pizza? Nothing personal, kid. The nerd playing this, Scaly. Rats off to you. And unemployed. Teenage Memory Nostalgia Turtles. Look, I'm sure these guys would be working on that X-Men beat 'em up too if they didn't have to literally sell their souls to Satan for the licensing rights. Tell us what you'd like to hear in my epic voice in the comments below. We need a new Spyro game. I took that sword and used it to chop down trees. My enemies are those trees. I'm making the mother of all omelet here, Jack. Can't fret over every egg. Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Why do I even bother?